A tiny line in a government document just tied one of my favorite cryptos to an entire nation. Switzerland's new digital ID law passed by less than 1%, and behind it stands a Swiss Web3 team pushing a Hedera-based identity system. It might be one of the biggest trust signals Hbar has ever received, and almost no one is talking about it. I was up late, scrolling through crypto headlines, when I saw it: Swiss voters approve new electronic ID. At first, I thought it was just another boring policy update, until I realized how close the vote was, and what it actually meant for blockchain adoption. Back in 2021, Switzerland tried this once before, and the people crushed it. They rejected the idea of digital IDs because private companies were involved. No one wanted corporations handling personal data in a country famous for privacy and security. Fast forward to 2025, the government came back with a promise: no private operators, fully state-run, privacy by design. This time, the vote barely passed, 50.4% yes, 49.6% no. That's a razor-thin margin, but it marks a turning point. Because Switzerland, one of the world's most privacy-obsessed nations, just opened the door to decentralized digital identity. Now here's where things get really interesting. One of the projects that instantly caught my attention was ID Trust, a Swiss Web3 team building self-sovereign identity infrastructure that's Hedera-compatible. Their system follows the same privacy-first model the government wants: verifiable credentials that you control, no central database, and cryptographic proof for every claim. To be clear, the Swiss government has not officially chosen a specific public ledger yet. But if you're holding Hbar, the fact that a Swiss SSI platform built on Hedera technology already exists in this ecosystem, that's a very interesting position to be in. If the most privacy-conscious country on Earth is exploring decentralized IDs, and a Hedera-based model fits that vision, this isn't just news, it's validation. It shows how Hbar is quietly moving from hype to real-world infrastructure. Every digital verification, every identity check, could one day run through systems like this. That means microtransactions on a distributed ledger, tiny fees, multiplied by millions of users. That's not speculation, that's utility. And crypto with real utility tends to outlast the noise. While digging deeper, I found another piece of the puzzle: an Hbar ETF filing under the ticker HBR, submitted by Canary Capital. The management fee is around 0.95%. It's not approved by the SEC yet, but if it gets the green light, it would let institutional investors gain exposure to Hbar without touching wallets or private keys. That's the bridge between government-level trust and Wall Street adoption. This is how narratives start, quietly, then all at once. But not everything happens in boardrooms or government halls. Some of the most exciting innovation happens on the ground. Take Unity nodes, for example, a community project experimenting with rewarding users for contributing spare device power to the network. I'm personally testing it out with a few devices, just to see what's possible. It's early, but it's a glimpse into what decentralized participation could look like beyond speculation. Together, these pieces, Switzerland's EID, ID Trust, the pending ETF, and grassroots innovation, form a pattern. Hbar is weaving itself into multiple layers of the ecosystem. It's not just about price charts anymore. It's about infrastructure, governance, and real adoption. That's what makes this story powerful. Switzerland's near 50-50 vote wasn't just politics, it was the spark of a new era for decentralized identity. And with Hedera-compatible systems already in play, the groundwork for mass adoption might already be underway. No one knows exactly how this plays out, but one thing is clear. Governments, builders, and institutions are all converging around the same question: which networks can they trust? And the fact that Hbar is even part of that conversation, that's massive. So what do you think? Would you trust a government-issued digital ID if it used blockchain? And does Switzerland's decision make you more bullish on Hbar, or more cautious about state adoption in crypto? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I read every one of them. And if you want to stay ahead of stories that reveal where real adoption is happening, smash that like button, subscribe, and join me for the next deep dive into the future of blockchain. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.